You're listening to the Unapologetically Alive podcast, episode number 4. Hey there! When we last talked, I shared my experiences working in corporate America and what those oftentimes trying experiences taught me. In short, a desk job is not for everyone, and to look fear in the face and go for it. Now that I've done the easy part, just kidding, that is hard. It's time to put all the self-motivation into action. I hope you're all revved up and ready to go. Now, we're going to create a map on how to get there, wherever there is for you. Today, let's create actionable steps on how to build a realistic, personal definition of success that leads to an authentic life for yourself. Are you ready? Let's do it.
You're listening to the Unapologetically Alive podcast. Lifestyle empowerment coach Tonya Noland will help you discover how you can start living more boldly, authentically, and without regrets by building a lifestyle based around your passions and purpose. It's time to define what success means to you, push fear aside, and celebrate who you really are by being unapologetically you.
Be bold, break the mold. This mantra is tattooed on my heart and a virtual bumper sticker on the vehicle of my life. It's the mantra I've used as a compass to live my life. As you know, I started with how I was raised and the lifestyle freedom I experienced from a young age in episodes 1 and 2. I had bigger dreams than sitting at a desk 40 plus hours a week, climbing the corporate ladder and building the wealth of others at the cost of my own dreams. I wanted the freedom to push the envelope of what's normal and shape my life to meet my rules and my standards. I've got lost inside the so-called mold many times. The good news is this mold can be broken again and again. You may find that once you break through the mold once, that it builds itself around you again without you even noticing. Doesn't matter. Being bold and breaking the mold is the act of taking that so-called corporate ladder that's leaning up against someone else's wall and repositioning it against a wall that is built for you, your goals, your visions, your aspirations, and your dreams. The great thing is, everyone's wall, everyone's mold looks different. Breaking the mold and challenging the status quo is not a one-size-fits-all model. We've been conditioned to believe that success means making 6 or 7-figure incomes, being promoted to vice president, working overtime, leaving vacation days on the table each year, doing more, being busy, focusing less on ourselves and more on others. Being bold and breaking the mold is taking what society tells you is important and asking why. Why are other people pushing their initiatives on you? Why is success so one-sided? Why does money equal success? Literally breaking the mold around you that doesn't fit. So, here are some actionable steps for you to take between now and the next time you tune in. Take your emotions out of the equation. Step back and really feel into whether or not the standards and beliefs you currently subscribe to align with your values, beliefs, desires, goals, and ultimately the vision for how you, and only you, want to live your life. For me, breaking the mold was escaping the corporate 9-to-5 to build a location-independent business where I could coach clients from around the world. Whether I'm sitting at a cafe in Paris or the comfort of my home in Washington, I can work. My experience breaking the mold is most likely 100% different from yours and anyone else's, and that is freaking awesome. Maybe being bold and breaking the mold is asking your manager for a week off so you can pursue a surf vacation in Costa Rica. Or it might be transferring within your current company to work in a different part of the country or internationally. There is always a mold to be broken. The beauty of the Be Bold, break the mold ideology is that it can be interpreted differently by everyone. As times continue to change, so does our ability to carve out the way in which we choose to experience our own lives. A decade ago, telecommuting wasn't commonly found in companies. Freelancing was seen as more of a temporary gig. As technology, the economy, and company structures change and evolve, so do the possibilities for how you can create the lifestyle you want for yourself. Here's another action step. I have a challenge for you. Over the next 2 days, begin imagining what your ideal life looks like. Imagine what you would do, how you would spend your time, what you would create, and where you would go if time and money were no object. The goal of this exercise is to eliminate the predisposed thoughts you have around what you should do and focus on what you would do if you called the shots. As one of my favorite thought leaders, Marie Forleo, says in her book, Everything is Figure Outable, wouldn't it be cool if ... fill in the blank for yourself. Wouldn't it be cool if? How would you start living boldly, breaking the mold, challenging the status quo, and thinking outside the box of what society, your parents, friends, coworkers, or your boss are telling you is important? Now, I want you to take out a pen and paper and get your creative juices flowing by answering these questions. Are you ready? What do you yearn to do, create, and achieve most in your lifetime? Why does it excite you? What are your biggest passions in life? What, if anything, is preventing you from pursuing those passions fully? What does being bold look like for you? How do you plan to break the mold you currently find yourself in? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 6 months, the next year, the next 5 years? What type of impact do you want to make? Who do you want to positively influence? What is calling you to pursue this dream? Now, describe your perfect day. What would it look like? The more details you can write down from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed throughout that perfect day, the better. Get granular in your detail. Feel into what the description and activities, the feelings, and everything surrounding your perfect day would look and feel like. Next, what 3 action steps can you take today to start living your perfect day? Go back, pause this episode, write all your answers to these questions down in as much detail as you possibly can. This episode is purposefully short so you can take the time you need to answer and think through these prompts. Now, I ask you, are you ready to be bold and take a chance on yourself? Are you unsure of where to start, what the next chapter looks like, or simply need help defining your dream? That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you get started, take the plunge, fail forward. Visit my website, tonyanoland.com, and send me a message through my online contact form, and we can schedule a free discovery call session. During this call, we will explore what you're ready to tackle and do it together. Stay tuned in the next 2 weeks for more content and surprise, my first podcast guest. I am so excited to share her with you. As I mentioned, don't hesitate to reach out with your questions, visions, comments, and to schedule a discovery call.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unapologetically Alive podcast. Did you enjoy this show? If so, subscribe and share it with your friends and leave a review on iTunes. For more great resources to help you start living more boldly that Tonya only shares in email, head over to tonyanolan.com and subscribe for email updates. Until next time, be bold, break the mold, and keep on being unapologetically you.